guys, welcome back to another World of Tanks console replay. We have got another incredible guest replay for you this week. This was sent in to me by a chap named Sierra Alpha. Thank you very much for sending this one over. And he is driving the Tier 10 German TD, the original, the Jagdpanzer E100. It's a tank that I haven't actually got unlocked myself. I sold it ages ago. I never really got on with it too well. I used to have a few good games in it, you know. It's got a big gun, it's got some really nice armor, but it just never really did it for me. But then, I'm not really the biggest Tier 10 player either, and particularly TDs. Well, I guess the Object 268 I like. This one, just the reload is so long for me. It kind of does my head in, but Sierra Alpha really makes it work on here. So this replay is the highest amount of damage we have ever seen on the channel before, so it's pretty solid. And there you go, off to a good start with a 1100 hit on the KV4. We got fairly nice matchmaking here for Sierra. We've got a few tier 10s on each team. I think there's maybe 4 or 5, a few 9s and a few 8s. There we go, there's one of the 10s, the IS-4. Might have a nice side-on shot here. Oh no, he's turned in a little bit, but no, doesn't quite have the shot. So we're on Erlenberg today, or Kampenberg, and this it's a TD replay that does kind of fit the stereotype of Erlenberg, where people spend a lot of time camping on these ridges on either side of the map. But Sierra really makes it work, so despite the campiness of the situation, actually manages to hit the shot there. Unfortunately, he doesn't do damage, but does do a critical. But he gets spotted for the first time, takes a hit in the side. From the mouse, I think that would have been. That was a pretty big hit. And falls back. Thankfully, no artillery to chip away at him while he's over the edge of the hill. Picks up a bit of a spot there. And swings his gun round to try and find a shot on the mouse. There we go. It's going to be tough. I'm not sure if... Yep, there. Slightly surprised that went in with a normal round. The mouse was kind of angled, but maybe a little bit too over-angled, leaving that side a little bit flat. And allowing him to get the pen there and pick up his second shot of the game. So moving in, see if he's got a shot on that Tiger 2, or if the mouse is still there. Mouse is still in exactly the same spot, so it looks like he can just do the same again. Hit him for another 1,000. Absolutely disgusting. Making me want to rebuy this tank. But then I always feel like that when people send me disgusting replays of tanks that I've sold. So working the armor nicely, bouncing a shot there, bouncing another one. Does have very nice armor, this tank. And there we go, gets a shot on the Tiger 2 to finish him off. So pretty slow start to the game for the teams in general. Some good damage dished out early on by Sierra that I'd be very pleased with, but not too many kills appearing on the board. There we go, he's got a nice frontal shot into the ice. Oh, he's turned sideways. What a gentleman. Just got to find that. There we go. Oh, unlucky, into the tracks again on the IS-4. Nearly had the shot again, but it just sort of went away from him. Oh, and this mouse, what are you doing? 10 seconds though, so he might get away with that one. Mouse seems to be an expert in popping up in situations where he's going to get ruined in the side by this huge gun on this tank. Looks like he's going to have another one if he can get his gun over in time. He gets him. Very nice shot indeed there. Had to rush that one a little bit to make sure he could connect, but lands it very nicely all the same. So 5 damaging shots so far, only taken about 500-600 health damage in return, so not too shabby at all. And with the size of the shells this thing throws out, 5 pens is a very nice amount of damage. So trying to find a shot on this T-32. Go on, shuffle forward. He's got a nice... There we go, that's the shot, that's the shot. Very nice indeed. Over 1,000 again, and tracks him. And he is taken out along with the tracking assist for 6 pens pretty early in the game. There's still a lot to be done. You can see he's nearly run out of normal rounds already. He's running quite a lot of prem rounds on this. A lot of people do. The normal AP rounds can be pretty frustrating at times. And it's not like the Death Star where you get that huge edge with the Prem rounds like you do with the extra damage and pen on Hesh. So you don't see quite as many people spamming all the Prem rounds in this thing, but it is worth carrying a few if you want to dish out disgusting amounts of damage. Certainly against tier 10 targets. Into the side of a T-32, no worries. You're not going to struggle with whatever you fire at him. So I decided to sort of move off this ridge for the first time this game. It's already dished out a pretty filthy amount of damage. There we go. Might have a shot into this IS-3. There's going to be a lot of buildings in the way, but if he gets lucky, might get a nice little side shot on. He doesn't look like he's far off, you know. Just needs to push this guy. There you go. Oh, really unlucky there. Missed the IS-3. Just fired it a second too late, really. And lost out on a big hit into the rear of this guy. But might be able to get another one. This E75 might be able to stay alive. I'm not really sure what way he's facing, but if he's angled, he should be able to stay alive against the IS-3. Or at least long enough for Sierra to do this. There we go, 1200. Unfortunately, doesn't manage to save the E75's life, so he is down. And the two friendly tanks over on the other side of the river are probably going to get killed pretty soon, because they do not have too many friends on the battlefield right now. So, oh my god, tries the blind shot and takes out the IS-3. Very, very nicely done. Couple of nice blind shots. He was unlucky earlier with one that actually did the critical on the IS-4 but didn't do any damage, but that one paid off a treat. Very gutsy. I like to see that. Doing a blind shot when you've got a 17 or 20 second reload, whatever this thing's got. That takes some balls. I like that. Yeah, 21 second or nearly 22 seconds. So we're pretty even team-wise. 6 versus 7 at the moment. Still trying to chip away at this IS-4. He has run out. He is onto the Prem rounds now, so life gets a bit easier trying to take this down. And this guy again shows him his sight. Every time this guy pops up, he seems to somehow swing his tower and crown sideways and show him his sides. And finally, Sierra Alpha manages to put a shot through the side and pen him and do a load of damage. So we're 7 versus 8 now. Most of the friendly team has gone down to this side. It looks like the Reds are kind of pretty much at the top on the other side of the map. So they're going to have to move around and reposition to try and find some shots. Oh, needs to get himself unspotted here before he drives out. He's going to take some side shots across that field. Oh, is he going to go for it? Oh, he did go for another blind shot. That one didn't quite pay off. It looked like a pretty narrow little window of scenery he was trying to fire through there, so I think that hit the building. But all he needs to do here is chill a little bit. It's going to be a long time on that cap. His team are pushing across. There we go. Enemies spotted galore. Now just got to find himself a nice shot on this Carnarvon, and that guy is going to have a very bad day indeed. Here he is. Oh, 868. Pretty low roll there. Can be pretty annoying when you roll under 1,000 on this thing. Although, I guess that's not too bad a thing, is it? Only 800. But you do have that monstrous reload to go with it. So decides to move back. He's seen this guy coming up here, this IS-3. Wants to get rid of him because... There we go, nice shot. That removes any enemies that we're aware of on this side of the map. Tries to keep things under control. Oh, and he's got to lie himself here. He's got the E75. All that T62A's also probably got a shot on. Manages to bounce a shot from the T62A, I think that was, or someone else over there. Trying to find a shot in the E75. Oh, there we go. There's a nice side shot on the Jagdpanzer. It's an expensive Prem round to finish off a low health Jagdpanzer, but it's a big gun out of the game, so definitely worth doing for kill number 5. And 12 damaging ribbons so far in a Jagdpanzer E100. Yeah, it's a lot of damage, guys. It's a lot of damage. Like I said, most damage we've ever seen on the channel in a replay. And he ain't done yet. So it feels like at this stage, green team is starting to get the upper hand a little bit. The reds are all kind of clustered in the cap area. And the greens are kind of spread out a little bit more. And you kind of feel they're a bit more vulnerable. The reds are starting to get bogged down a little bit. They've got this thing rolling up to them, and they haven't really been able to offer much against it so far. They haven't got any big TDs to hit it. It's going to one-shot pretty much anything that drives out in front of it. And it's not a great situation for the red team to be in right now. So he's just mulling over what to do here, trying to locate lines of sight, trying to figure out who he's going to go for next. This T10 is going to be a good one to go for because he's got a lot of health, so that's a nice juicy target to go for. Oh, there we go. E100's come out. Come on, find that shot. Goes to the lower plate. Nice. Takes him out before he eats a hit in return for the Top Gun medal and kill number 6. Another nice hit. So he's got 2 of the Prem rounds left and 5 HE rounds. And the HE rounds aren't too bad in this thing. They do a pretty nice amount of damage, so depending on where you hit people anyway. So it's not the worst thing in the world to be getting down towards those. Still got a very nice amount of health for this stage in the battle. They have only got 3 tanks remaining now. The Reds have definitely started to crumble. He's trying to find a shot on that T62A because he knows he's got a bunch of health. Oh, and a massive hit into another 1,000 damage. How many 1,000 damage shots have there been this game? That is a lot. Many. It's crazy. Oh my god, man! I was so happy when I saw this pop up in my inbox. Thank you for sending it in. So we got 2 enemies remaining. Just got to move in and mop these guys up. And see what we can finish up the round on. Attack, attack indeed. Don't want to cap. There's 2 more guys to shoot here. We've got 3 minutes, so there's not really any risk of failure at this moment. Oh, full health T32. Please stay there. Please stay there. Oh no. Might hit. Oh my god, that went so high. So troll. Man, that's unlucky. But he gets a little bit of a spot there. Can he get a shot from here? Oh, the guy's got unspotted. He's got to push this KV4 out of the way. The guy that he smashed earlier is going to have to go around the other side of him, unless he can shuffle him over a bit. Takes a shot in the side from the T32. So we go, moves around on the T10. Doesn't have to worry too much about getting shot because he's got enough health to take a couple of hits from most of these guys left in the battle. Just wants to see if he can dish out a little bit more damage before it ends. Go on, you can do it. One more into this guy. Go on. What's he going to go for? Into the back of the engine deck. 670, another nice hit. 7 kills. Just the T32 left. Can he make it a Radley Walters? He's on to HE shells only now. 15 pens in a Jagdpanzer E100. Would you believe? His team are trying to cap. They've got 20 seconds. So, oh, there we go. He's got a lovely line of sight. He doesn't have a huge amount to aim for here, but it looks pretty good. Oh, and absolutely trolled by RNG there. Probably would have been an easy 1k hit into the side there. But unfortunately, RNG robs him of that. But that's not to say the scoreboard won't be impressive. So let's see what happens to this guy. There he goes. That's the end. Doesn't get the Radley Walters or the final hit in the T32, but does get 15 pens and 7 kills. And well, check this out. 12,161 damage. First replay I've seen on console of 12,000 plus damage. So pretty crazy round. Thank you for sending that one in, dude. 4,500 blocked as well. 1k assisted. Got the mastery badge. And very impressive game indeed. So nice one. Well, hopefully you guys all enjoyed that. Give it a like if you did. If you want to see more videos like this sort of thing, that would be great. Subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed it. And thank you very much to Sierra Alpha for sending that one in. Don't be shy. Send in the beast games you guys have had. If you think you've had one as good as that, feel free to ping it over. I'll put the details down in the description. Nice one. All right, well, thank you very much for watching, everyone. My name is Ben. We are the Beard Guys, and I'll see you next time.